Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning, Cap Nation Live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have everybody here on this beautiful and blessed Friday morning. We are here and we are ready to rock and roll. If you guys aren't ready, then go grab a cup of Joe and come on back, because it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Hopefully you guys are all having a great Friday morning. Mr. Bass, thank you, sir, for getting back on board with my personal plays. Welcome aboard. Dennis, thanks for jumping on board my game of the week. Steven, Mike, Max, Mr. Scott, thank you for jumping on board my game of the week as well. Ready to rock and roll this morning. Don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for a big day. Definitely ready for a big day. It was, for myself personally, it was one of those bad days yesterday. Now for the premium plays, winning day. But myself personally, it was a bad day. And you know, some people can run, some people can hide. Some people won't address their bad days. I don't mind addressing the dragon in the room, the snake in the grass. I don't mind addressing that at all. Had a bad day yesterday personally, and you know what? We had a bad day on free plays. But hey, today the free play board is absolutely, the slate is wiped clean. And it's a new day, a new dollar, and we're going to grind our way out of it. So if you're here for the free plays, leans have been on fire. Free plays. My personal plays yesterday, even bigger. I need to do that a little bit longer and a little bit harder. Premium plays, winning day. System plays starting out on the wrong note this morning international-wise. Normally our bread and butter throwing us a curveball in the middle of the night, but that's okay. Long way to go with those, but they'll get us the race to 100, and it'll probably be Major League Baseball today. Speaking of system plays, they're already posted on the website for later today. There's 3 Major League Baseball system plays. If you're not on them, I don't even have to say it anymore. If you're not on them, you know what to do. Give me 1 second. I guess they sent out a push notification on our mobile app letting everybody know that I was live. But I'm live on YouTube, so if you're watching, you can watch on the mobile app. You can watch on YouTube. You can watch on Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, Facebook Live, all of that good stuff. Whenever we stream, we'll always stream here unless we're going to do a dedicated stream on live stream, which we have done in the past. We may be doing in the future. There actually will be some private live shows. So for everybody that's on the system plays, I know we were talking about it. I will be 100% testing it later on over the course of the weekend. So don't be surprised if you get an invite if you're on system plays or premium plays or my personal plays. There may be a special invite sent out for a test private show. We're going to be starting to do private shows every now and then for all of our members, depending on which package you're on, to as a place where we can openly discuss, say, system plays, openly discuss premium plays, or my personal plays, or maybe we could just talk trash about somebody else. It doesn't really matter, but either way, it'll be a private show for members only, and it's going to be fun. So I'll be testing out that system. The mainframe and everything is in there, and we just have to. I just have to test it out, make sure that it's a go, and then from there, we just actually have to do it. So hopefully I'll be able to test it at some point. Today is the goal. Testing it today is the goal. That way we can implement it later on in the weekend. Who dat? Bob in the house. Marlon Danger, yeah, bad game one for the system plays. But low-key love when game one, sometimes game two lose because I wake up to lots and lots of money on game thing like we did yesterday. We did that yesterday, no doubt about it. Obviously, I'd love to win them all on game one. It's not always possible, feasible to be able to get it that way. Unfortunately, that's not the way that it works sometimes. But just like yesterday, we woke up to the money for game three, and that was what matters. It bailed us out and saved us. So we'll keep going. We'll keep plugging along. We'll keep plugging along, doing what we do. Give me 1 second, folks. 1 second. I'm actually making sure that people that were on premium plays and had a long-term package were still activated. Like, who dat, Bob? Your account should be good to go. I know yours was getting extended, so yours should be good to go, Bobby. Yours should be good. Andre, yours should be good if you're watching, brother. Sergey as well, if you're watching, yours has been reactivated. I didn't watch any. I don't get much time when I'm at home to actually, do things, hang out in the garage, any of that good stuff. So I was actually, putting around in the garage this morning early, working on the boat, doing some things before I came into the office. And so I didn't turn it on. I seen it, but I didn't turn it on. Probably should have. But either way, it wouldn't have changed the outcome. But it's all good in the hood. It's all good in the hood. John Murphy, good morning. No problem, Bobby. Matt, good morning. Tom, good morning. Trainwreck, good morning. Neverez, good morning. Everybody else watching, good morning. Light little crew this morning. My game of the week is today. For everybody that doesn't know, my game of the week is today. If you're not on it, you probably should get on it. Keep it pushing says grind time. Or keep it pushing grind time says good morning. Good morning, and at the same time, it is grind time. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Here's the link to my game of the week. You have until 8 p.m. to get on board. 8 p.m. to get on board. I had a few people ask me about Guaranteed Saturday. It will again be in baseball, Major League Baseball. To be honest, I wouldn't expect to see a Guaranteed Saturday in the NBA until at least the postseason. And if things line up accordingly. But I wouldn't expect to see that until the postseason. So there's just so many variables when it comes to the NBA right now that are uncontrollable. But between my collar's all jacked up this morning. Between what we're able to control and what we're not able to control. So I wouldn't expect to see that. Going over yesterday's live leans from the live show. Ended up having a winning day on the live show yesterday for the leans. Free plays. Free plays sucked. Live show free plays ended up going 1-1. We did drop the daily free play yesterday. We'll get you guys on another one. We started out with the NBA. We did more in depth on the NBA yesterday than anything. Pacers, Suns over 229. That one missed. That one missed yesterday with the Suns beating the Pacers by 15, 114-99. Pacers held to under 100 points, so obviously we weren't getting to 229 or more. Heat and the Bucks over 223. That was a winner. They ended up having 246. Marlon Dietrich said, what happened to the Belarus cappers? As far as my personal plays, the Belarus handicappers, I was doing all my own work. Eric Pullen, hey Kyle, do you have a video explaining how the system plays work? No, I wouldn't say a video. We've discussed them in here. If you have a more in-depth question, I'll be more than happy to answer it. Feel free to email me. You can email me at kyle@cappersdirect.com. Like if you have a specific question about a game. If you're not on system plays, or if you're already on system plays, but if you're not on system plays, give me a minute and I'll go over a basic rundown of it. But I plan to do a live show, but it's going to be for clients only that are already on board for system plays, going over it over the course of the next couple of days. Seems like they have something to do with the series, not each game. We're not betting a series, I promise you that much. We're betting individual games inside of a series. So they happen to involve two teams that are playing a series, but we're not betting on the outcome of the series. Not like you can go on there and bet the outcome of a series, who wins the series. That's not what we're doing. We're betting individual games inside of a series. Just like you're doing on a regular basis. If you bet the Dodgers today or you bet the Giants today, you're betting on an individual game inside of a series. It's just we play that series a tad bit different with a mathematical double-up strategy. But we'll get into, I'll try and get more in-depth into that. But if you have any questions, Eric, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Or Jay, I know he does a very good job at explaining them as well. They're kind of hard, to understand at first, but once you get the hang of them, once you do one round of them, it's a breeze, and they're the most simplest thing in the world. Most simplest thing in the world. All right, so the rest of the recap yesterday. The Heat Bucks over 223. That was a nice winner. The Heat losing 116-130, up by 20 at the half. I think they were up by 12 going into the fourth quarter. They end up losing by 14. A team up 20, catching 9.5 doesn't cover. They were up, I think, 12 going into the fourth quarter. I think. They were outscored by 20. So up 6 by going into the fourth quarter. Up 6, catching 9.5, and we lose by 14. Getting outscored 38-18 in the fourth quarter. What a disaster by the Heat. What a disaster. I loved that dog play, and that was a play of mine. That was a personal play of mine. And I absolutely loved it and thought for sure it'd be a winner. Had an appointment yesterday with my wife, and we got out of the appointment, checked the score, and I was like, whoa, what in the world happened there? Anthony, good morning, says Celtics over is nice. They just scored 149 last game. The bubble court has been lights out for shooters. Costi said the Heat needed Butler. Well, I don't think he would have stopped the Bucks from outshooting them 38-18. May have been a little closer, but not 38-18 in the fourth quarter, that's for sure. That's pathetic. But anyways, we won the lean on it on the live show. The Heat team total over 107. That was a nice catch there. Dropped the Clippers under 231. They ended up getting to 237. Just a couple late buckets there. Stop that one. The Rockets money line minus $1.50. You didn't even need the money line there. Beating the Lakers by 16, which was fairly predictable. You know, we should have made that the NBA game of the year. No doubt about it. We should have at least pushed it to a premium play, a late breaking premium play. We nearly did, and it was on the radar, but we never did. Let's see, what else did we give out yesterday in the live show? Lakers, Rockets over. Thought there'd be a lot of scoring. Unfortunately for the Lakers, there was none. The Oakland A's minus $1.66 on the money line. Another nice, easy winner. And the first inning, no run. Today is the 7th, not the 6th, so we'll get that fixed from yesterday, and hopefully that board looks a hell of a lot better at the end of today than it did yesterday, because yesterday's free play board absolutely stunk it up. Today, 6 NBA games on the board. You got the Jazz and the Spurs, Thunder and the Grizzlies, which we have a daily free play out on. The Kings and the Nets, Magic and the 76ers, Wizards and the Pelicans, Celtics and the Raptors. All right? It is going to be a good day. One way or another, we're going to make it a good day, just like we did with premium plays yesterday, hitting 2 and 1. And we'll see what we can do for today as well. Now, we did put out a daily free play video already on the Thunder and the Grizzlies game. That game goes down at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. on the East Coast. If you want to know what that is, just head over and watch that video, and then make sure you come back here. If you haven't done so, give us a big thumbs up here, guys. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. Help get our video trending on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button right down below. You do not want to miss a beat of anything that we do. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button right down below. Who dat Bob with the thumbs up? Thank you, sir. We do appreciate it. Yesterday had the Rockies, which was a winner as a premium play, as well as the Clippers laying 4 as a premium play. The Cubbies getting smacked around silly like a redheaded stepchild by the Royals yesterday. That was our only premium play loss. The Red Hot Cubbies getting the beat down yesterday, 13-2. I mean, and they got the 2 in the top of the 9th. Talk about trying to make a comeback, right? Royals stopped their slid in great fashion. They had that monster 6-run third inning. They scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and then boom, put up that 6th spot in the 3rd inning. Great deal there. Great deal there. So, what we're going to do today, we got Major League Baseball. We got NHL early starting at 9 a.m. here, noon on the East Coast. So in 33 minutes, we've got NHL action. Islanders, Panthers going at it for Game 4. The Islanders lead the series 2-1. We were on the Islanders just the other day as a daily free play, and they bit us in the rear. 2:30 on the East Coast, we got the Predators and the Coyotes. Coyotes lead the series 2-1. A little bit later than that, Penguins, Canadians, Oilers, Blackhawks. I'm going to give you guys a play if you're not on our NHL package. I'm going to give you a play right out of it. This has been a gimme. All right, this has been a gimme. You guys should already know what it is if you follow along. You guys will know. All right, you guys will know. Put it up on the board for you guys, all right? Put it up on the board for you guys to see. See if you guys know what it is ahead of time. We've been playing this for how long now? Ooh, 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 ooh. Make that bigger. Make that one smaller. There you go. Why has it got to put a 0 in there? Oh, that's the over. Okay, there we go. There we go. There's your first official free play. I'm just in a free play kind of given mood. All right? Just in a free play kind of given mood. Want to be able to help you guys out as much as I can. So there's your first official free play. Edmonton Oilers, Chicago Blackhawks, first period, over 1.5 goals. It was minus $1.30 this morning. I'm sure it's moving. So if you snooze, you lose on that one. But if you have the capability of betting it, it will be a winner. It will be a winner. All right? So, moving right along. Give me 1 second here. All righty. Now, we're going to switch up gears. All right? Not just a NHL free play. Not just an NHL free play. We're going to move along to the NBA. We're going to try and run through it. Unfortunately, I don't have time. You know, we kill a half hour by doing a recap and all of that stuff and shooting the shit, which is fun. But I don't have all morning to do a 2-hour live show and break down everything. So we're just going to skip through a bunch of stuff. We're gonna hammer home the fine points, and we're gonna go from there because I do want to touch Major League Baseball as well. We kind of skipped over a lot of that yesterday, although we gave out 2 leans and they went 2-0 on one game. I'd like to be able to touch a little more than that. All right. So we're gonna run through everything. There is a little early NBA game. There's some early action at 1 p.m. on the East Coast, 10 on the West Coast, 10 in the morning on the West Coast. The Jazz and the Spurs. Spurs laying the big number today, folks. Taking a look at this one. Popping the odds for this one up. Give me 1 second. Speaking of live odds, you can see them right there on the board on the right-hand side. This is on our website, folks. This is on our website, and you can see we'll have odds for Sundays out as soon as they're available. Tomorrow's NBA odds will be out as soon as they're available. They will be out first on our website. Not that you could probably read that there, but you can get it on your mobile, on the mobile app for Android devices, on your cell phone, on our website. So if you're not taking advantage of that and you're not shopping around lines, you're probably losing out on an extra win or two every now and then. As far as this number goes, Jazz opened up the favorite. It's completely flip-flopped. All right, you've got the Spurs laying a big number here, laying 8. The D Casino and Bovada have them at 8.5. Everywhere else, hovering around that 8 spot. Jazz catching 8. I'd like to say on the road, but they're not. It's actually 8.5 at 5 dimes. 5 dimes just ticked the Jazz up to 8.5. And the Spurs laying the 8.5, minus 400 on the money line. Total at 5 dimes over and under 224.5. You can still find 224.5 in multiple spots. The 5 dimes, the Westgate, DraftKings, the D Casino, and Bovada. Caesar still has 224. However, it's only 8:30 here on the West Coast, and they're usually late to rise. All right, Caesars are usually late to rise, so they usually don't open up their books until about 9 o'clock. Or an hour before the first game during the week if it's an early game. So I expect their number to probably jump on board with the rest of Vegas as soon as their counters start opening up. But the NHL is already starting at 9, so they should be open, to be honest. Stations, it's high, 225, guys. MGM, Mirage, 225. So this total is ticking up. If you're looking to take it over on this game, I would bet it sooner than later. I would bet it sooner than later, guys. But if you're waiting, or if you're going to be taking the under, I would wait because I do believe the total will only get higher. Taking a look at what the Jazz have done over the course of the bubble. A 106-104 win over the Pelicans, and they lost 110 to 94. Then they lost 116 to 108, and then they just had their big win over the Grizzlies, 124-115. Only one game out of their 4 that they've played has gone over what today's total is. As of right now, 224.5. Taking a look at their opponent today, the Spurs. Kyle, good morning. I hope you're doing fantastic, sir. Take a look at this, the Spurs and what they've done so far. They opened up the bubble with 2 straight wins. They beat the Grizzlies 108-106. They beat the 76ers. They lost to the... I'm all screwed up. They opened up the bubble with a win over the Sacramento Kings 129-120. Then they had their 108-106 2-point victory over the Grizzlies. They've lost the last 2 games that they've played, both against the 76ers, losing 132-130, very close game, and then a 132-126 loss against the Nuggets. So all but one of their games have gone over the total of 224.5, which is today's total. So as far as today's game goes, what are you going to see out of these teams? First of all, the bubble. I forget who said it earlier in the live chat, but the bubble courts have just absolutely been giving these teams, I don't know, maybe the lighting's different or whatever the case may be, the hoops wider, whatever the case may be. But these guys are absolutely knocking down buckets. It is a shooting contest. Like all they've been doing is practicing their shooting during the whole COVID and the quarantine, which I highly doubt. Other than that, there really hasn't been much defense. But then again, a lot of the teams not playing defense are teams that really don't have anything to necessarily play for. As Kyle said, no Gobert, no Mitchell as well. So take that into consideration. I do not have an official play on this game. We don't have a premium play. I don't have a personal play. We did not play when we don't have a consensus play on this one. But as far as this game goes, the Jazz, the Spurs, I do lean towards the Spurs, and that's where you see the big line shift from players being out. I do lean towards the Spurs laying the 8. But again, you got to remember, even these teams' bench personnel that will be playing today are still quality NBA players. There's a reason why they're in the league. All right, there's a lot of NBA players that are not in the or former NBA players that are great, basketball players, great ballers that can beat up a lot of players on the court, and they're not in the NBA. Yet these guys on the bench are. So I'm a little leery on that one, especially the way San Antonio's played the last couple of games. Matter of fact, and it's not just the last couple of games. I haven't really been impressed with any of the games that they played. I mean, they had a 9-point victory over the Kings. They had a 2-point victory over the shitty Grizzlies. All right. Then they played a quality team in the 76ers, and the 76ers have played the bubble like complete trash. The 76ers are in trouble if they're looking to want to make a long run in the postseason. All right. They lost to them by 2. Then they lost by 6 to the Nuggets. They really haven't played a quality team. Are the Utah Jazz a quality team? Well, they do have 43 wins. All right. The Spurs have just as many wins, almost, as the Nuggets have losses on the year. Okay, which Nuggets have, or it's not the Nuggets. Excuse me. The Jazz have 25 losses this year. The 43 and 25. The Spurs have 29 wins. So. Alex says, good morning, Kyle and fam. Thanks to YouTube for not letting us know you were live. YouTube not sending out the notification, I see. That's typical YouTube. Typical YouTube. So, best way to correct that, make sure you follow me on Twitter and sign in and make sure you get notifications on Twitter. Because Twitter and Periscope, will always send out a notification. But glad to have you. Danny, good morning as well. Mauricio, good morning. So as far as this one goes, as far as the total goes, I think with some major players out with the Jazz, the Spurs games have all gone over this number with the exception of one. But I lean the under. I lean the under on it. I'm not an under guy. I'm not an under guy. You guys know that. I prefer to take overs. I prefer to take angles that lead towards the overs. First of all, they're more fun to me personally, but a lot of money made on unders. I'm not afraid to take an under, but I'm definitely not an under guy, but I lean towards the under in this one. I don't see how it gets to 224.5. I just don't. The way the Utah Jazz have been playing, even if the Spurs blew them out and won by 20, what are we going to see? A 119-99 game still keeps you under. Mauricio says yes to YouTube. You know, YouTube's weird like that. Sometimes if you post 3 videos within a 24-hour time span, they don't send out notifications. So if you guys remember, I was late to get the daily free play video out yesterday. So I put that out yesterday morning. Then we went live, and then I put out a video last night. So that probably screwed it up. But the best way to avoid that, follow me on Twitter, set up the notifications. Twitter will send out a notification. No matter how many times I post or go live, they'll send out a notification letting you know. And again, if you have an Android, go to the Google Play Store. Go to the Google Play Store and type in Cappers Direct, download our app. They did send out a push notification on the app, letting everybody know that we were live on YouTube. Aaron says he got it on the app, which is a great way for us to be able to communicate with you through push notification. They don't spam you or anything like that. Very seldom do they even send one out. Matter of fact, it's been over a week since they sent out a push notification. So that's one way to all. Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if they're going to send out a notification every single time we go live on the mobile app, but they did today. So again, leans for today. First one, I do lean on the Spurs, laying the 8. I also lean on the under 224.5. Taking a look at the money aspect of this one real quick. Let me log in and see the money on this one. Here I am typing on the wrong keyboard. Mauricio says he got it on the app too. You know, the app is a great thing. And for all of my Apple users, my iOS users, don't worry, it's coming. It's coming, I promise, okay? Just taking a little time. Apple's super slow when it comes to that. As far as the over on this one goes, 59% of the money coming in is on the over, 41% on the under. That's why we've seen the total tick upwards. Not much, but we've seen it tick upwards. And it was actually down lower. It opened up at 227. It dropped as low as 223.5, and it started creeping back up. So, but again, I lean towards the under on this one. Back to the NBA. Thunder, Grizzlies. This game goes down at 1 p.m. on the West Coast. 1 p.m. on the West Coast. 4 on the East Coast. All right? This number has shifted. Taking a look at the opening number. First of all, Thunder opening up as a 3-point favorite. They're now up to 4.5, 5 in some spots like DraftKings. And total opening up at 224.5. This is another one where the total has dropped like a rock. It's down to 222. 5 Dime still has the Thunder laying 4.5. The money line on this one was minus 160 yesterday in the evening. It's up to 185. This one has quite a bit of movement on it. 1.5 since where the line opened. As far as the side on this one, we gave out a daily free play on it. But again, you might have missed the boat. The early bird definitely got the worm, and we were actually late to the party. You could have got the Thunder laying $1.30 to $1.35 if you would have bet it when the line came out on the money line. Alex says he got the Spurs last night, minus 2.5. Fantastic, beating the line movement there. Great job, Alex. Kind of like our daily free play on the Thunder, guys. We gave it out on the money line. It was minus $1.60. It's minus $1.85 now. So you're losing that value. Last night we had it at minus 3.5 or minus 160 on the money line. We jumped on it on the money line, laid $1.60 to get them on the money line. Here they are laying 4.5 this morning. So we'll put it up on the board because we gave it out last night. But here's what, you'll have to make a decision. I still like them. regardless if it's 185. I think they get the job done in convincing fashion against the Grizzlies. But you're going to have to lay more juice if you bet it. All right, you're going to have to lay more juice if you bet it. And that damn camera turned off again. And I set it up to stay on the entire time. Weird. Give me 1 second. Let me try it again. Nope. We'll see about getting it on. We'll get that one on. But again, you're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to make a choice on what you guys do for your bankroll. Myself personally, I bet it last night. I'd continue to bet it again, and I'll probably bet it again, to be honest. All right, I'll probably bet it again, to be honest. All right, moving right down the list. As far as the total goes on this one, the total of 222, it is dropping. My thoughts on the total. The Thunder held the Lakers on Wednesday to 86 points. And as far as today goes, my thoughts on it today, they lost to the Nuggets, gave up 121 points to the Nuggets. I think this one can go either direction as far as the over and the under. I think the books have it priced right. I think the over 222 is probably the correct number. But, see, there we go. There's a free play board for everybody missing out. Now we got a cool angle coming up. Let's see how this one looks. Need to definitely clean this next one up a little, but we could have some fun with this stuff here. So as far as the total goes, I'm off the total on this one, guys. I'm going to be off the total on this one. I just don't have much faith either direction of it. The over, the under. So I'm going to stay off that one. Jumping down to the next game, Kings and the Nets. Betting on, in my opinion, two shitty teams. Nets get another chance to clinch. They're going to need an opportunity to try and clinch a playoff spot here. Losing to the Celtics 149-115. I don't even know if you can bounce back from that. I don't even know if it's possible. Humiliating loss. They're plus 4.5 today against the Kings. Kings have won 29 games the entire year. And they just bounced the Pelicans the other day, 140-125. As far as this game goes, no opinion on it. I'm completely off. The one thing that I do like, I do like the total on this one. All right, I do like the total. I like it going over. So I will give a lean on the over of the Kings. And the Nets. Give me 1 second, folks. Capper's direct. He stepped out. If you call back in about, yeah, I'm. Okay, yeah, you're gonna you'll have to talk to him about that one. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, he stepped out. It's 8:49 in the morning here. He stepped out. He'll be back in probably, I would imagine, an hour or so. No problem. Thank you. All right. Sorry about that. You're out of the office. You're out of the office. Not much you can do about it. But anyways, Kings Nets over 232. I do lean, and it's a very small lean. Let's put the fact out there. All right, very small lean. Magic 76ers. I have zero faith in the 76ers. Zero faith in the Magic to really do anything. No opinion when it comes to that game. Wizards, Pelicans, the very next one. There's no doubt about it. The Pelicans can't afford to lose at the current moment. They have to win. They're going to be playing the 24-win Wizards. All right. As far as this one goes, Pelicans getting the job done today. I think they get a win. Laying 7.5. I'm not liking it. All right. Now this one might be one that I throw on a teaser. If you bet teasers, maybe the Pelicans is something that you want to throw on a teaser. My favorite is on 5 dimes. One of the three-team basketball 8-point ties reduced teaser. It ends up being minus 145 juice, which is kind of a little bit of juice to lay on a 3-team teaser. But you're getting 8 points in basketball. What's not to love there? You can take them from minus 7.5 to catching a half a point there, which would make them just need to win the game outright. Maybe something with them. The Thunder, which would end up being plus 3.5, could possibly be a filler there, as well as the Spurs. You can get the Spurs minus 1.5 because they're laying 8.5. Take off the 8, so that might be something that I do right there. A little 8-point ties reduced 3-team teaser on 5 dimes. Spurs, Pelicans, and the Thunder is something that definitely looks attractive to me. No, it's not on Apple yet. As soon as Apple, and there's been an app. We've had an app on the Google Play Store for Android for a couple of weeks now. It'll be out for the Apple devices soon. It's already done. We're just waiting on Apple. Apple just literally takes months longer than Google does to approve an app. Google's quick, Apple's slow. A lot of hurdles to get through for Apple for a sports betting app, which we did. So we got through the main hurdles. We got through the main ones, but still a long way to go there. So that will more than likely, what I just gave you guys, more than likely, yeah, definitely typical Apple. It's not that they're dragging their feet. Their compliance department is just a lot tougher to get through. And then I think their entire app development team is working remotely. Thank you for the update on the frozen screen. I'll get that. So that's weird. Well, I know it's not a time delay that shut the camera off because the camera just shut off on its own. I think I need to do a firmware update on that other camera. So we'll figure that one out because that camera keeps dropping. The board camera keeps dropping. Damn it. So again, 8-point ties reduced teamer. Is minus 130 or minus 145. Spurs minus 0.5. OKC plus 3.5. And the Pelicans minus 0.5. Or actually, the Spurs ends up being a pick. Excuse me. Or minus 0.5. Whereas the Pelicans, you get plus 0.5. So basically, 8-point. Ties reduced teaser on 5 dimes. Spurs to win. Pelicans to win. OKC plus 3.5. Lock it in. That should be a winner right there. Lock it in. That should be a winner right there. All right, so moving right along. Next game, Celtics, Raptors. We're all over this game. We're all over this game. It doesn't matter. Total, the side, we've got to play on both. I got a personal play on the side. Have a play on the total, a premium play on the total as well. Keep hitting the wrong button. Give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I keep hitting the wrong button, folks. There we go. There we go. Now I got it fixed. I keep hitting the push and pull button rather than the cut button. That's what I wanted. I wanted this view. Damn it. Technology and me don't mix. But anyways, Celtics, Raptors. You know, what do we feel on this one? The line on this one is dropping. All right, you got the Raptors laying 2.5 minus $1.35 on the money line, courtesy of 5 dimes. Total on it, over and under 220.5. This one has actually gone up. The total on this one has gone up, and it's definitely rising. So if you're betting the under, I would definitely wait. Danny says, "Let's go fishing." I'd love to, man. Those pictures of the fish that you tagged me in yesterday had me all jealous. That's for sure. As far as the side on this game, it's dropped a tad bit with some money coming in on the Celtics. Raptors were laying 3. They're now laying 2.5. Something that's not only attractive, but something that I'm betting. And we're going to get you guys on today. Raptors money line. Now, I do have to caution you, I shit the bet on my personal plays yesterday. All right? I shit the bet on my personal plays yesterday. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Shit the bet on my personal plays. So, see if it does it correctly. Look at that. That is a personal play of mine. If you're on my plays, you're going to be getting that texted to you. If you're on my personal plays, you're going to get that texted to you, all right? Here in a little bit. If you're on my personal plays, they haven't been sent out yet. But if you want the rest of my personal plays, you'll have to sign up for them. Today is the last day for buy 3 days, get the 4th day free. Premium plays, my personal plays, buy 3 days, you get the 4th day absolutely free. Hell of a deal right there. So don't miss out. And you want the rest of them, got to get on board. I'm having a winning day today. I'm having a monster bounce back day. I'm going to smash the board. I'm going to sweep the board. As well as hammer home my game of the week, which if you want it, you need to be signed up by 8 p.m. You need to be signed up by 8 p.m. on the East Coast, 5 on the West Coast for my game of the week. Will be a monster play today. Monster sleeper of a play today. I don't think this one's going to be on too many people's radars when it comes to today. No, it's not the Dodgers minus 1.5. Plus, they're playing San Francisco again. Kind of scary, right? San Francisco split out the series with them last time. Beat them as a couple times as like a plus 280, plus 300. But again, if you want to get on board them, you got to get on board. It's going to be a great time, guys. Premium Play Restart Package. Remember, if you're just now signing up for it, you'll get next Guaranteed Saturday free, which is tomorrow. So you're no longer going to get me clicking a pen during the live show. I got some little stress squeezers here. No sweat towels needed. Just squeeze the shit out of the foam football. For all my people that wanted Cappers Direct hats and all that stuff, mugs are here. Hats will be here today. I don't know when they're going to put them on the website. Hopefully later today. Hopefully later today they'll be on the website. There's more coming. T-shirts I don't think have shipped yet. But there's a whole boatload of T-shirts coming. We're going to have some swag and some giveaways. And it's definitely going to be a good time. So, moving into baseball, because I can't be live for much longer, unfortunately. Moving into baseball, no early action baseball today, folks. We have to wait until 7:05 on the East, 3:05 on the West, before we get our first game of the day, which, I'm going to be honest, Major League Baseball, you suck. You screwed up the schedule. It is a Friday. We normally have morning action NBA morning action Major League Baseball on a Friday. If you guys remember last year, the year before that, we usually have a couple afternoon games, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock on the West Coast start times, and we just don't. We got to wait till 6:05 for us West Coasters, 3:05, 7:05 for you guys before we get the Orioles and the Nationals. And then 25 minutes after that, 35 minutes after that, you get the Yankees and the Rays, Braves and the Phillies today. Let's talk about the Braves. The Braves, the Phillies. Velasquez on the mound for the Phillies. The 3-4 Phillies got the job done yesterday. They got the job done yesterday. Beating up the Yankees 5-4. Cordies, if I buy right now, will I get the premium plays? Premium plays are already on the website, brother. As soon as you purchase, you get access to them. As soon as you purchase, you get access to them. No need to wait, no gimmicks, no upsells, no shenanigans, no waiting for an email, no waiting for a PayPal receipt to be sent to you, none of that stuff. Make a purchase, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, and you'll have access to the plays. Anthony James says, let's cash in today. That is the name of the game. We can't do it every day, but we're going to do it today. We're absolutely going to do it today. But the Phillies at home against the red-hot Atlanta Braves. Now, Atlanta Braves did win again yesterday. They beat the Toronto Blue Jays 4-3. Bats kind of cooling off a little yesterday. Bats kind of cooling off. The Braves were just four runs on 4 hits yesterday. Other than that, the Braves bats were definitely cracking, and they've still been cracking. I have a feeling they will be cracking today. Kyle Wright on the mound. He is 0-1 on the year, guys. But let's talk a little bit about Kyle. First of all, he's got the right name. He definitely has the right name, so I can back him on that part. The one thing that I don't like about him is he doesn't go very long. 5 innings is a lot for Kyle Wright. All right, for number 30, 5 innings is an extreme a lot. As far as what can we expect out of him? 3 innings. If we get 4, if we got 4 complete innings, I would be surprised. All right, he went 3 1/3. He gave up 5 hits, no runs. He had 5 strikeouts against the Mets. The problem that I didn't like is he walked 4 batters. Okay, he walked 4 batters. So far in his two outings this year, he's walked 7 batters. He's had command control problems, and it's been evident. He does have 8 strikeouts. He struck out 3 in his first outing against Tampa Bay. He only went 2 2/3 of an inning there, but he had 3 strikeouts. In his game against the Mets, he had 4 walks in 3 1/3 innings. I don't like it. He gave up 5 hits, no runs, a lot of pop-ups, double play balls, and he got lucky. And he had 5 Ks as well. Out of the 10 outs that he got, he struck out half of them. That fact, I like. Taking a look at his first game, back to that one against Tampa Bay. He was in the game for 8 outs. He struck out 3 of them. He walked 3 of them. So he seems to be striking out or walking. eventually the Braves pitching staff, which has a great pitching staff, will get his command under control. There won't be as many walks. And he'll be lights out. Is it going to be today against a Phillies team that is just now finding their way? They did beat up the Yankees 2-1. They beat them 11-7. They lost 3-1, and they beat them 5-4. Take a look at their game yesterday. They had 8 hits, put up 5 runs, did all their damage in the first 3 innings. That could be a problem against Kyle Wright today. So I do lean towards the Braves today, guys. I do not have a play on it. You guys know I love to back the Braves. I do not have a play on it. It's not a personal play of mine today that I'll be sending out. It's not a premium play, but I do lean towards the Braves. I'm popping up the Major League Baseball live odds here. Braves a slight little dog. Actually, it shifted. They were plus 100 even money. They're now laying $1.10. So I do lean towards the Braves as the now favorite. As far as the total goes, I think we could see a lot of runs with both Wright and Velasquez on the mound. Wright has obviously, will give up that 4 or 5 hits. If he gives up those walks and he gives up a timely hit with runners in scoring position, Phillies are going to knock him around. While I don't think that's necessarily going to happen, the Braves bats have been on the hotter side with the exception of their last game. No doubt about it, the Phillies bats have came out of quarantine hitting the ball. So total set at over 9.5 right now. I lean towards the 9.5 as well. Addison, no, we did not talk about San Francisco and LA. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to talk about them. So I'll lean on the Braves and the Phillies over 9.5. If you guys are looking for any free plays that we've given out, they are on the board. They are on the board already. So 3 free plays so far. As you can see, 2 NBA, 1 basketball, a lot of lean so far. Well, a little over a handful of lean so far. And we're just kind of bouncing around when it comes to Major League Baseball right now because I do have to run here shortly. I do have an appointment to go to. And if you're on my personal plays, I will be getting them out to you as soon as we get off the live show. I'll start. So it takes a little while to get them all out to everybody, just so you know. Fast Freddy, thank you, sir, for jumping on board my game of the week. Glad to have you on board with me. Be a nice big game of the week. As always, my games of the weeks come with my big financial guarantee, guaranteed to win, or I will give you the next game of the week absolutely free. It is $100, but you get my big guarantee on it. We ain't losing this one, though, folks. I absolutely love this play, and I'm going to fire home on it, and you guys should, too. So you want to hammer your book, there's your opportunity. There is your opportunity. So, and again, you have until 8 p.m. Eastern time to sign up for it. Alrighty, bouncing a little bit more around Major League Baseball. Let's talk about the Reds, Brewers. All right, Bauer back on the mound. Laura on the mound for the Brewers. What do you get with Bauer? He's already pitched 13 in a third inning so far this year. What are we going to get out of Bauer today? All right, what are we going to get in his he had 2 starts. Let's talk about his last one. 7 complete innings. That was a 7-inning game, if you guys remember. Pitched a complete doubleheader game after August 1st. If you guys are not aware, all doubleheaders will be 7-inning games during the shortened season. It's something that they've been doing in the minor leagues. 7 innings. He gave up 2 hits, 0 runs. He struck out 7 and he walked 2. We got a gem from old Trevor Bauer on the 2nd of August. His first outing wasn't too shabby either. His first outing, pitched 6 1/3, gave up 1 run on 2 hits. He did walk a batter, and he had 13 strikeouts. Through 13 1/3 innings and 2 starts, old Trevor Bauer's got 20 Ks. He's got 20 strikeouts so far. Eric Lauer, for the Brewers, what can we expect out of him today? All right? He's been in the game once. Back on the 22nd. Gave up 1 hit, no runs. He had 6 strikeouts and 1 walk over 2 2/3 innings. Nearly 3 complete innings. There is something that stands out to me. And I am going to bet it. Where's my buddy Rio at? Because he already probably knows what it is. I do like this one. However, I'm going to give a big disclaimer. If there's anybody that can disrupt Bauer in the first inning with a long ball, it's the Brewers. It is the Brewers. Granted, I am going to bet this. I am a tad bit leery of it for the fact that it is the Brewers. But I think old Trevor Bauer gets the job done for us in the first inning. I think Eric Lauer gets the job done for us in the first inning. I'm going to bet the prop, and it's prop 29.68 on 5 dimes. Cincinnati, Milwaukee, no score in the first inning. It's already juiced minus $1.30. It was minus $1.10 earlier. So I am going to bet it. We are going to make it a free play. Put that on the board as well. I am going to bet that, okay? So, there's an additional free play. I like that game, or I like that bet. I really do. But again, the one thing that scares me, and I really hope tomorrow when I come on live, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time, early tomorrow, when I get on the live show tomorrow, I hope I'm not shaking my head saying, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. The damn Brewers got us. So, that part I'm a tad bit leery of. The Brewers lineup didn't do any damage yesterday until the 3rd inning. I got faith that we'll get out of the first. If we lose this bet, it'll be in the top of the first. If we lose this bet, it'll be in the top of the first. So, I don't think we do, though. I think we get the job done. The only thing that worries me, Gamble, Hira, Yelich. On the bright side, the lineup that the Brewers had yesterday, they have not been hitting long balls. Okay? That is a good thing. I pray it doesn't change in the first inning today. All right? Now, there were a couple balls hit yesterday. I mean, Yelich got one. Came later in the game, though. Okay? Came later in the game. So, I mean, Gamble's got 2 leadoff home runs on the year. Hopefully, we don't make it a 3rd today. But their first 3 is what scares me. All right? Their first 3 is what scares me. Keston Hira, he's got 2 home runs, same thing as Gamble. But we really got to worry about getting to Garcia. If they get one on or Bauer walks anybody, which I don't expect him to do. So, between their starting three, they've got 6 combined home runs on the year. Not an extreme amount. Not an extreme amount. But we don't want a 7th one today. So there's an additional free play. 4 free plays today. 4 free plays today. Bunch of leans. Unfortunately, I do have to run, guys. I'm going to attempt to go live later. I can't promise you that I'll be able to. All right? I can't promise you that I'll be able to. I'm going to make a valued attempt to. I do have an appointment a little bit later. And we'll try and take care of that. And then if we have the capability to go live, we will. And we'll have some fun. We'll try and break down the rest of the Major League Baseball card if we get a chance to. But again, free plays on the board one last time for you guys to be able to see. Oilers, Blackhawks, gimme first period over 1.5. Cash it now, baby. OKC on the money line. We gave it out late last night. It was minus $1.60. That line is now moved, so you're going to have to make a choice. Do you bet it or do you not bet it? I still think there's value in the money line, not the 4.5. Raptors money line. We're giving you guys the farm today. Giving you guys the farm, and then Cincinnati, Milwaukee, no run in the first inning. All right? That's a 4-0 free play board right there. 4-0. And let's make some money. We'll be live tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time. If you're on the UFC, it will be posted much later in the day. All right? If you're on the UFC, it'll be posted much later in the day. Absolutely, who dat, Bob? Thanks for joining us. Yes, Chido Bellator today. Says Jurian Millender parlay going to be money. All right, folks, enjoy your Friday. Always bet responsibly. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. And we will see you guys all live tomorrow. All right, guys, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And again, if I have a chance to go live later, I will. But if for some reason I don't, I will see you guys all tomorrow morning. Take it easy, guys. Enjoy the free plays and all the good stuff.